I grew up in Spangereid, a cursed Norwegian village of looming mountains surrounded by an endless ocean behind a magical forest just a stone's throw from our red wooden house. Voices would rise from the ground, and I'd often encounter my muse there, inspiring songs of Munchian existential angst. Having taught myself to read at the age of 4, I went on to playing the guitar, writing songs and singing. And in these early years, I was inspired by the likes of Bob Dylan, Beethoven, Grieg, ancient writings, and my encounters with evil. I traveled widely, studied at a music school, and did my degree in philosophy in my search for truth. Later, I developed my own style that I can best describe as Gothic, electronic, symphonic, poetry pop. And I've written 1,000 songs, poems, and stories. I want to tell a story of apocalyptic dimensions through poetry, dressed in ethereal melodies, presented in cinematic production. In Kabbalah, we are taught that music is the highest chamber in its purest form, an aspect of eternity, and melodies can convey what words cannot begin to grasp. A lot of my songs revolve around trauma, spiritual awakening, and abuse, also by the very system that is meant to protect us, as well as physical and mental illness, the topic of our generation. I never thought I would write love songs, and yet my debut single Apart is exactly that. It may be read as a tale about a pauper and a princess. He couldn't give her all what she needed and deserved, and so they decided to part until perhaps one day he would provide for her with love, or perhaps someone else would take his place. I'm now recording a cover of Sweet Dreams by Eurythmics as a part of a string of songs on toxic and abusive relationships. As I proceeded on my path to spiritual healing, Corona became a great stepping stone for renewed deep self-introspection.